Dear learners, I am Siba. Now we can move to lesson 9, Purchases and Sales Book. In this, we will write the meaning of the purchases book and purchase returns book. And we can study the preparation of the purchases book and purchase returns book. Similarly, we can study the meaning and preparation of the sales book and sales returns book. Purchases book is written by a firm which deals in purchasing of goods on credit. And that firm will have a large number of transactions. And this purchases book is a book of original entry, where transactions are recorded when the goods are purchased on credit by the firm. It records, purchases book records all transactions of goods purchased on credit by the firm. Transactions related to purchasing goods by cash are not recorded in the purchases book. These are recorded in the cash book. Any credit purchase of items which are not related to the resale of goods will not be recorded in the purchases book. That is, any credit purchase of assets will not be recorded in the purchases book. That will be recorded in which place? It will be recorded in the journal proper. Now we have the format of purchases book. Here date column is mentioned. In that we will write the day, month and year of the transactions in chronological order. In the invoice column we will write the invoice number of the bill. In the voucher number column we will write the voucher number. Now we have particulars column. In this column the name of the supplier firm from whom the goods were purchased is written. How we will write? It is written in bold letters or in the underlined form. Below that we will write the details of the goods purchased. How we will write? We will write it in the serial order. Next is the ledger folio column. Here we will write the page number of the ledger book. Why we are writing? We are writing for cross-reference. Details. Any trade discount allowed by the supplier is to be deducted from the total of particulars column. The net amount after deducting trade discount is taken to this column. In the amount column, the net amount payable to the supplier is mentioned. After calculating the net amount of purchases, the amount charged by the seller for sales tax is also added to the net amount payable to the supplier. If there are packing charges, it will be added after that. Here is a question for the preparation of the purchases book. Bought from Malik dealers of Delhi on credit 100 table fans at rupees 300 each, 50 tube lights at rupees 25 each, 40 electric irons at rupees 60 each and trade discount of 20. Next, we have purchased on January 11th from Java Electric Stores, that is in Ghaziabad, on credit 20 ceiling fans at rupees 500 each, 50 heaters at rupees 80 each and 20 mixie at rupees 1000 each. Trade discount is given, sales tax is given in the question. Similarly, purchases from another trader and details are also mentioned. Then we bought from Asha Electric Appliances and we have mentioned the details. In that, please note paid in cash is written. So, cash transactions will not be written in the purchases book. I have just told you it will be written in the cash book. Next item in this question is bought from Babu Furniture House 8 chairs and 2 tables. It will come as asset. So, I have mentioned you assets will not be recorded in the purchases book. Asset purchase will be recorded in the journal proper. So, we will not include that item in the purchases book. So, in the purchases book, we have different columns, format we have studied. So, in that particular column, that is date column comes first. There you have to write the date. Then the name of the supplier, that is Malik Dealers, Delhi. Then the details, what you have bought. 100 table fans, 50 tube lights, similarly we have written. And how many rupees for each item, that is also to be mentioned in the particulars column. So 100 table fans at rupees 300 each. So 100 into 300 will give you 30,000. Then 50 tube lights at rupees 25 each. 50 into 25 will give you 1,250. And then 40 electric irons at rupees 60 each. 40 into 60 will give you 2,400. Then you have to total this, and then from this amount you are going to deduct the trade discount, which is 20%. That is 33,650 into 20 by 100 will give you 6,730. And the total amount will be written in the outer column, that is the amount column. Next, supplier's name will be written in the next line, that is on January 11th, Java Electrical Store and Ghaziabad is place. So we have to write the name of the supplier. We have written here, and then the details of what we have purchased. We have purchased ceiling fans, heaters and mixie, and its amount is written in the amount column or details column, and then we have deducted trade discount, that is after totaling the items. We have purchased ceiling fan for rupees 10,000, heaters for rupees 4,000, mixie for rupees 20,000. So it came to 34,000. Then from this we have to deduct the trade discount, which is 10%. That is 34,000 into 10 by 100 will give you 3,400. And 34,000 minus 3,400 will give you 30,600. And from this amount only you have to calculate the tax, and that will be added. So 30,600 into 12 by 100 will give you 3,672, and 30,600 plus 3,672 will give you 34,272. Similarly, we will write the name of the next supplier, Jai Hind Traders, with the details and amounts. And here we are adding the packing charges. And after that, in the amount column, after totaling all these things, that is including the packing, we are writing in the last column. As a last item, we have to total the amounts in the amount column, and you have to write purchases account debit. That will be written on the end of that particular month. One more PPT including all the items. Here one note I want to mention you, cash purchases are not recorded in the purchases book. So goods purchased on cash on January 25th we have not recorded. Purchase of asset is not recorded in the purchases book. So furniture purchased on 31st January not recorded in this book. Trade discount should be calculated before packing and should be deducted from the amount. Then coming to posting. From the purchases book, it is posted to respective accounts. Every transaction recorded in the purchases book must be posted to the ledger account of the concerned supplier. And for this purpose, every credit purchase which is recorded in the purchases book is posted into the credit side of the creditor's account. What we will write there? By purchases account. At the end of the month, the grand total of the purchases book is posted to the debit side of the purchases account in the ledger, writing in the particulars column sundries as per purchases book. Now, in the previous question, we have posted it to respective supplier's account. Malik Dealers was a supplier. So, we have posted on the credit side of his account, and we have written by purchases account. Date and amount column will come in the respective columns. Similarly, Java Electrical Store, another supplier, we have written on the credit side by purchases account. Date and amount in the respective column. Next, Jai Hind Traders, date and amount in the respective column, and we will write on the credit side by purchases account. Similarly, we have to open purchases account. In that, at the end of the month, January 31st, we will write on the debit side to sundries as per purchases book and the amount in the respective column. Sometimes goods purchased from the supplier are returned, either fully or partially. Why we are returning? Because it can be defective goods, or it can be get damaged due to transit, or it is not up to the mark as per our order. That will be recorded, that is purchased goods when returned, it will be recorded in the purchases returns book. Another name of it is returns outward book or purchases return journal. And such returned goods are returned to the supplier, and for this purpose a debit note is prepared and it contains the details of the returned goods, and it is prepared and sent to the supplier for making necessary entries. If the number of purchase returns is very few, it is recorded in the journal proper. But if the number of purchases is high, then it should be recorded in the purchases return book. Here we have the format of the purchases return book. There is a question for preparing purchases returns book. Goods returned to Balaji, goods returned to Kishan, and allowance claim from Mahabir and brothers on account of mistake in the invoice, returned goods to Madan Lal and Sons. We have to open the purchases returns book. So, the heading will come as purchases returns book. In the date column, you have to write the respective date. On March 9th, we have returned goods to Balaji. So, in the purchases returns book, we will write the name in the name of that particular person, that is Balaji, in the particulars column. And the amount in the how much goods are returned, such amount will be written in the amount column. And we have returned goods to Kishan on March 11th. That amount will also come in the particulars column, the details of the person, that is Kishan, and amount in the respective column. Similarly, the details of the supplier from whom we bought and how much amount is returned, that amount in the respective column will be written both in the particulars and in the amount column. Corresponding dates will come. But here, if there is any discount, then you have to deduct that particular discount and the remaining amount will come in the outer column. And you have to total all the items. That will be written as a total at last in the purchases returns book, and in that same line in the particulars column you will write purchase returns account and it will be credited. Posting of necessary details from the purchases returns book is made and it is done into the returned ledger account of the supplier on the debit side with the amount, date and number of debit note. Page number of the purchase returns book is also put into the appropriate column of the ledger. At the end of the month, the grand total of the purchases returns book is posted to the credit side of the purchases returns account. In the ledger, writing in the particulars column sundries as per purchases returns book. Now we have, from the earlier transaction that we have mentioned just now, I have posted it into the ledger accounts. So, Balaji's account, it will come on the debit side to purchase returns account, date and amount in the respective column. Kishan's account, in the debit side, in the particulars column, you will write to purchase returns account and date and amount in the respective column. And Mahabir and brothers, you will write the date and amount in the respective column and you will write in the particulars column to purchase returns account. And Madan Lal and Sons also the same procedure. And now we have purchase returns account. Here we will write on the credit side by sundries as per purchase returns book and the date and amount in the respective column, total. Sales book is maintained when sales are made on credit basis with large number of customers. It is a journal of original entry. Transactions related to selling of goods against cash are not recorded in the sales book. These are recorded in the cash book. Any credit sale of items which are not related to business goods will not be recorded in the sales book. That is, any credit sales of an asset will not be recorded in the sales book. These are recorded in the journal proper. Here we have a format of the sales book. Date, invoice number, particulars column, ledger folio column, details and amount. Here is a question for you to prepare the sales day book. Sold goods to Messrs. Gupta and Sharma on credit. What all items we have sold? 30 shirts at rupees 1,500 each, 20 trousers at rupees 1,300 each and less trade discount. Sold furniture. Then another item to Mahar and Nahar, sold on credit to Mahar and Nahar. How many shirts, overcoats, similarly trade discount, that is mentioned in the question. Then coming to the answer, how we have to prepare the sales book. You have to prepare everything in the form that we have mentioned just now. Sales day book format is given, date, invoice number, particulars, ledger folio column, details and amount. In the details column, you will write the name of the party. 30 shirts at rupees 1,500 each, 30 into 1,500, 45,000. Similarly, you will calculate the details and then you will deduct the trade discount. From the total of the items you have bought, that is 71,000 I have mentioned here, 71,000 into 10 by 100 because trade discount is mentioned as 10%. 71,000 minus 7,100, that deducted amount will come in the outer column, that is 63,900. Similar is the case with another purchaser, John and Sons. 50 shirts at rupees 1,600 each. 50 into 1,600 and amount 80,000. And similar is the case with Mahar and Nahar. And here we have to deduct the trade discount. Details and amount, now you got some idea as we have studied the purchases book. Same is the procedure with the sales book. And if you want to get a full glance of this, you can see this. Here every details in the particulars column and in the amount column is summarized, and this will help you to know a detailed account of the preparation of the sales book. And how we can post it? Respective personal account is taken, that is Gupta and Sharma, and we are posting on the debit side to sales account, amount in the respective column. Next is John and Sons account. On the debit side, in the particulars column, you will write to sales account and the amount in the respective column. Similarly, another purchaser, Messrs. Mahar and Nahar. Here also, particulars column, the details like to sales account and amount in the respective column. As a last item, sales account, you have to write sundries as per sales book of the month of February. That is, you will write in the particulars column on the credit side and the amount in the respective column. Next, we can study sales returns book. It is otherwise known as returns inward book. Goods returned by the customers are recorded in a separate book called sales returns book. It is otherwise known as returns inward book. A credit note containing the required details of returned goods is prepared and sent to the customer for making necessary entries. The recording of such returned goods is done into the sales returns book on the basis of information provided in the credit note. Here is the format of sales returns book with date, credit note number, particulars, ledger folio, details and amount columns. Here is a question for you for preparing the sales returns book. Different dates are given and goods are returned by which are the customers. Pawan and Company, Lakshmi Oil Mills. Similarly, what are the items that is returned and how much cost will be there for each item. Similarly, trade discount is also mentioned. Let us go to the answer. Now we have the sales returns book. In that, in the particulars column, you will write name of the customers who have returned the goods. Here Pawan and Company, what he had returned, its detail will be written in the particulars column after the name of the purchaser, that is 2 table fans at rupees 600 each, and after that you will deduct the trade discount, which is 15%. 2 table fans at rupees 600 means 2 into 600 is 1200. 1200 into 15% will give you 180, and 1200 minus 180 will give you 1020. And from another purchaser also, some goods have been returned Lakshman Oil Mills. The amount is 4250. So total came to 5270. There on the same line in the particulars column, you have to write sales return account, and in the date column you have to write the last date of that particular month. We have one more question for the returns inwards book. Here I have given the name of the purchasers in the sales returns book with the details, and we have the answer sales returns book. How we can prepare? We are writing in the particulars column the name of the particular party, Messrs. Ghanshyam and Company. What he has returned? 500 units of particular thing at rupees 50 per unit. 500 into 50 will give you 25,000. So in the outer column that amount will come. Then Messrs. Narain and Company, January 25th, 300 units at rupees 55 per unit. That is 300 into 55, 16,500. And total will come as a last item in the sales returns book. And here we have one more sales returns book. You can have a look at it because I have already mentioned clearly how we have to write these details and all. How we will post the sales returns book items. Messrs. Ghanshyam and Company. On the credit side by sales returns account. Narain and Company on the credit side by sales returns account. Date and amount in the respective column. Similarly, in the sales returns account on the debit side, to sundries as per sales returns book. Date and amount in the respective column. There are some other transactions which have to be recorded. For them, the proper place is the journal proper, and entries recorded in the journal proper are opening entry, closing entry, transfer entry, adjustment entry, rectifying entry, credit purchase of assets, credit sale of worn out assets, or credit sale of obsolete asset. Dear learners, now we have studied meaning and preparation of purchases book and purchase returns book, sales book and sales returns book. I hope you understood it very well. Thank you.
घर बैठे पाएं राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विद्यालय शिक्षा संस्थान यानी NIOS में एडमिशन, वो भी एकदम आसान तरीके से, जिससे शिक्षार्थियों को होगी समय और धन दोनों की बचत। NIOS से शिक्षा कभी भी कहीं भी। शिक्षार्थियों, क्या आप जानते हैं NIOS में एडमिशन लेने का सरल और सुगम तरीका, जिससे शिक्षार्थियों को ऑनलाइन प्रवेश लेने में सहूलियत मिलती है। NIOS में प्रवेश की प्रक्रिया पूर्णतया ऑनलाइन है। शिक्षार्थी घर बैठे इंटरनेट द्वारा प्रवेश के लिए सबसे पहले NIOS की वेबसाइट www.nios.ac.in पर लॉगिन करें। अपना ईमेल आईडी और पासवर्ड डालकर अपना पंजीकरण करें। पंजीकरण के बाद लॉगिन करने पर ऑनलाइन प्रवेश हेतु आवेदन पत्र खुलेगा। आवेदन पत्र को निर्देशानुसार भरें और प्रिंट आउट लें। इस प्रिंट आउट पर अपनी फोटो संलग्न करें। ऑनलाइन प्रवेश के लिए शुल्क हेतु भुगतान के तरीके हैं। क्रेडिट कार्ड के द्वारा, डेबिट कार्ड के द्वारा, राष्ट्रीयकृत बैंक के ड्राफ्ट के माध्यम से, जो कि सचिव NIOS नई दिल्ली या नोएडा के पक्ष में देय हो। भरे हुए आवेदन पत्र के साथ साथ डिमांड ड्राफ्ट और संलग्न किए जाने वाले दस्तावेज हैं जन्म रजिस्ट्रार के जिला कार्यालय से जारी जन्म प्रमाण पत्र की सत्यापित प्रति, जिसमें जन्म तिथि अंकित हो, पिछले विद्यालय से प्राप्त विद्यालय छोड़ने का प्रमाण पत्र जिसमें आवेदक की जन्म तिथि लिखी हो। प्रवेश फॉर्म का प्रिंट आउट NIOS के संबद्ध क्षेत्रीय केंद्रों पर 10 दिनों में पहुंच जाना चाहिए, अन्यथा उचित दस्तावेज न लगे होने पर आवेदन फॉर्म रद्द किया जा सकता है। प्रवेश प्रक्रिया की पुष्टि होने के बाद शिक्षार्थियों को परिचय पत्र व अध्ययन सामग्री डाक द्वारा तुरंत पहुंचाई जाती है। ऑनलाइन प्रवेश एक बहुत ही सुगम और सुविधाजनक प्रवेश प्रणाली है। ऑनलाइन ऑन टाइम फॉर सेफ एंड सिक्योर एडमिशन।
करने राहों को आलोकित करने,
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने, हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने, हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने।
धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो,
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े वे विषय की लोच से,